Hello chess lovers! The 2018 World Blitz Championship is over and Magnus Carlsen is the winner. Out of 21 rounds he scored 17 points without losing a single game, thus becoming 4-time World Blitz Chess Champion. To the journalist's question, he answered that he liked most the games played against Van Gogh and Anish Giri. And in this video I decided to cover his game against Anish Giri. This game was played in round 13, where Carlsen started the game with c4. He goes for the English opening knight c3, knight f6, knight f3, knight c6. We see the 4 knights variation. Here the main moves are g3 and e3, but Carlsen proceeded with e4. Bishop c5 by Giri and knight takes e5. Nice trick by Carlsen. We have d4. Now he will win back the lost piece. Bishop b4, d takes e5, knight takes e4, queen f3, knight takes c3, b takes c3, and bishop e7. And now if we have a look at the position, although there are weakened pawn islands in white's camp, but on the other hand there are also problems in black's camp, and now you will see how Carlsen is going to exploit those weaknesses. Queen g3 by Carlsen, he's targeting the pawn on g7, g6, and bishop h6. Carlsen is not allowing black to castle kingside. Here bishop f8 could have been the best continuation. If bishop f4, then bishop g7, and then castling kingside. But in our game we have d6, bishop e2, bishop e6, rook d1, queen d7, e takes d6, c takes d6. Of course not bishop takes d6, because white can play queen h4, and there is this c5 threat. And if bishop e7, then after rook takes d7, bishop takes h4, rook takes c7, white has a huge advantage. That's why after e takes d6 we have c takes d6. Carlsen castled kingside, and in return, as this dark squared bishop is blocking the king's way, we have castling queenside. We have an opposite side castlings, and this is going to be a very sharp game. Also taking into consideration the fact that black's queen side is vulnerable. This can be very dangerous for black. Carlsen played bishop e3, queen a4, queen f3, queen c6, queen f4. Of course, Carlsen is rejecting the offer of exchange of queens with b6 and a4. Yes, this a pawn is marching forward in order to create more weaknesses. B takes a5, rook b1, rook c7, and c5. Instead of c5, bishop takes a7 looks a very interesting move. The bishop can't be captured because of this queen d4. But Carlsen played c5. D takes c5 by Giri. Of course, d5 can't be played because of this bishop b5. That's why we have d takes c5. And bishop f3, which is an inaccurate move by Carlsen. It was better to play bishop b5. If queen b7, then queen a4. And white has a very dangerous attack. But Carlsen played bishop f3, and with an accurate play, Giri could actually equalize the game, but he made the worst move and played queen d6. The line which could give Giri great chances of equalizing the game starts with g5. And now if bishop takes c6, then g takes f4. If bishop takes f4, then rook takes c6. And if rook b8 check, then king d7. And after rook takes h8, rook b6, black has a compensation for the sacrificed rook and can try to make use of this passed pawn on the a file. But in our game we have queen d6. Here Carlsen played queen e8, and already there are some very dangerous threats. We have rook d8, after which Giri resigned. Yes, believe it or not, but Giri resigned because white can bring into life a mating combination. You can pause the video and try to find the best moves for white. Ready? Well, white can play rook b8 check. If king takes b8, then queen a8 checkmate. And if king d7, then queen a4 check is coming. And then bishop takes c6. Yes, guys, this is simply crushing. If queen takes c6, then rook b7 check. If king d6, then bishop f4, and then rook d1 checkmate. That's why understanding that his position is hopeless after making rook d8 move, Giri resigned. A nice and quick victorious game by Magnus Carlsen. Just from the opening he got a very pleasant position and managed to realize his advantage very confidently. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this game. For more games, consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Good luck.